Hey everybody, Joe Lowry, what a day, happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday for some people, as I like to call it, Hump Day Eve. Well, whatever you want to call it, it is Tuesday. We still got just 3 more days to go until Friday, and hey, the weather's finally taking a turn around, huh? Sunny and 80 degrees today. Looks like more of the same tomorrow. We might hit 90 later in the week. As always, New England, we just bypass spring and hit the summer. And speaking about something that's been hot lately, how about them Boston Celtics, huh? An amazing Game 7 win over the Wizards last night at the Garden. How about Kelly Olynyk? Unbelievable. Who saw 27 points coming from this guy? I didn't see it, and neither did the Wizards, that's for sure. Now the Celtics, well, they're at home now. They got the home field advantage against Cleveland. And the Eastern Conference Finals, that kicks off tomorrow. That means LeBron James, the king, that's right. He'll be coming to town. Tip-off tomorrow night at 8:30. And, of course, the winner of this series will go on to face the NBA Finals winners of the Golden State Warriors and San Antonio Spurs series. And I posted earlier today as to how many Boston pro sports teams have made trips to conference finals in their respective sports. And amazingly, it's a combined 23 total. That's right. Patriots obviously lead the pack with 11 trips. The Red Sox tied with the Celtics with 5. And the Bruins with 2. You know, they don't call this Boston, Massachusetts title town for nothing, that's for sure. Speaking of the Red Sox, they head home. Actually, they're actually interleague play this week. 2-game series in St. Louis. Erod gets a start tonight. Rick Porcello gets to start tomorrow night. And as it was reported on WWE.com yesterday, that superstar Braun Strowman underwent successful elbow surgery. That was announced last night as well on Monday Night Raw. He'll be out up to 6 months. Unbelievable. No doubt this has put a major hold on the Strowman-Reigns-Brock Lesnar angle slated for SummerSlam. As from the meantime, it was announced last night on Raw that a fatal 5-way match will commence for the number 1 contender title shot at Raw's pay-per-view coming up in a couple weeks at Extreme Rules. And as for the 5 superstars competing, they are none other than the Demon Finn Balor, Seth freaking Rollins, Bray Wyatt, Samoa Joe, and of course Roman Reigns. All of whom I think are legit contenders for Lesnar, but it will be interesting to see how this does in fact play out. Switching over to the Blue Bland for a second, looks like SmackDown Live, they have their pay-per-view this weekend called Backlash. This does take place this Sunday night, May 21st in Chicago. I'll be doing a complete breakdown and analysis later this week on those matches. Also, NXT takes over Chicago Saturday night. And this just announced the other day, good old JR. He'll be doing the play-by-play announcing for this Friday night's UK Championship card in London. The action gets underway 3 p.m. Eastern Time here for us folks stateside. No doubt, a very busy week for the WWE. And not to mention, they're just returning from overseas this past weekend. No doubt about it, stamina is the name of the game. And switching gears up a little bit, breaking news story popping up almost daily from the White House. What's going on here? I mean, I've seen so many storylines surface during President Trump's presidency so far. I mean, we are less than 6 months in, and I'm scrolling around. I popped on the CNN news feed, and they have this actual ticker type news wire every minute updating what news is coming out of the White House as well as Washington. It's like watching a stock market rolling ticker tape. I've seen nothing like this in my life, you know, and in regards to the latest news that President Trump may or may not have divulged classified information during a recent meeting, the media is speculating whether or not Trump reportedly shared related some ISIS terror plots against civil aviation or something to that matter to the Russians. I don't know. My reaction is this. Has anyone thought for a moment that the president may have thwarted this information in hopes of scaring off ISIS or any other potential threat? I mean, he could have just said whatever he wanted, right? Doesn't mean it's classified. Doesn't mean it's true. I mean, who's to say that he divulged information so the bad guys will assume something different? You know, it's something to think about, folks. And some people call that counter-espionage. But, you know, at any level, it seems like everything that the president does nowadays is, in fact, classified. And I know the press is having yet another field day with this, but until there is solid, concrete evidence, I just consider this literally all just hearsay. That's right, folks. Finally, NBC announced this week the hit show Will and Grace, my favorite show back in the 2000s, will be returning to the airwaves, and I couldn't be happier. And, of course, co-stars Jack and Karen will be on there as well. Simply love this show. Hopefully this will give me 13 reasons why not to watch 13 Reasons. And one quick addition here. Word out of the NFL that former Patriots offensive tackle Sebastian Vollmer is, in fact, retiring, hanging up the cleats to consider a career in broadcasting. Finally, folks, come on. You got to visit my page. You got to have your friends, family, anybody related to this. Head over to www.youtube.com/Joe Lowry. What a day. Just hit the button subscribe. It's free, totally free. Did I mention it's free? Come on now. I know you can have it I'm trying to get to 1,000, and when I do, I will dedicate one show in offering everybody's handle, Twitter handle, email handle on one show exclusively on Joe Lowry. What a day. Well, folks, that's it for Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow. Hump Day, the week's middle finger, I like to call it. Take care, and what a day.